Hi everyone, and welcome to your March energy reading. March makes me think of St. Patrick's Day. I was trying to go with as green as possible a theme for you. So pile one, we have Green Adventurine Heart, and this is your card. Pile two, we have the Unakite. This is your card. And pile three, we have the African Bloodstone, which is a very dark green. It's hard to see here on the video and with my lighting, but that is your pile three with this card. So pile one, pile two, pile three, choose the card or crystal that calls to you, and I will see you in your reading. Hi, pile one, and those of you who chose this Green Adventurine Heart, okay, or this beautiful card here. I'm going to save this for the end when I pull live the tarot cards, just to see kind of overall message ending what your energy should be, okay? And let's get right into it. For now, I do have overall energy for the reading. We have paper airplane. I am free to make any wishes come true. We have the element of water. Work with the element of water for healing, purification, and refinement. And I have the Six of Wands. Okay, so overall energy right away is really going to be, well, one, there's going to be success because that's what the Six of Wands is. So I feel quite confident to say you're going to be successful. However, let's go back and take a look at what it is you're going to be successful at. And that is manifesting your dreams and wishes. So I am free to make my wishes come true. And when it says here working with the water element, for me, that's really tapping into your intuition. You're really going to be running on your instincts, which is your intuition. It's going to have a spiritual or possibly religious, whatever it is for you, or magical edge to it, okay? It's tapping into that creativity. It's being sensitive to what it is that you need in your life to make your wishes come true. And the creativity is, how am I going to make it happen? How am I going to manifest it? So it's really going to be a lot of, like, say, intuition, instinct, self-reflection, going within and working with that element of water, which is your emotions. Now, let's get into the rest of the oracle cards here. Okay, I love that. We have ritual. We have ancestors. And we have courage. We have morning, the world awaits you. And true love come to me. True love shall come to me, as I do will, so mote it be. All right. So there could be individual messages here for the month of March. Like I said, it's an overall energy. For some of you, you may be manifesting and your wish is to bring in a relationship. So say that 3 times. True love shall come to me, as I do will, so mote it be. That can be your mantra. So for some of you, maybe that's what you're bringing in for the month of March, or you're going to start to manifest in love. For others of you, I mean, it really could be anything. Just from looking at the cards, I really feel like it's a message of the energy to take on and how to do it, right? So, but let's see, because as I get going, sometimes things pop in, and those are your ancestors talking, okay? Pile one. So first thing I just want to note are some of the numbers here in the deck. So we have a 10, which is a 1, new beginning, 1, new beginning. I think it all ties in with manifesting and making wishes come true, okay? We have courage here, which is 13, reduces to a 4. And here we have 4, so I really feel it's wishes that are going to have something to do with your foundation, with your structure, possibly with your home, your family. It could be manifesting wishes to build a solid foundation for all of those things. So let's keep going. And then we have a 2 and a 6, which is a 26, which is 8. And for me, that's hard work. Hard work pays off. So I almost want to say you work hard at finding yourself a partner. This is for male or female, right? Or however you identify, whatever partner it is that you want to bring into you, work hard at it, okay? That's what that 8 is telling me. Work hard. You have to be, you have to take initiative, right? There has to be movement. You also need to be determined and dedicated to the task, okay? So that comes in. I also want to say, when I see the corn here, right? Pile 1 for your overall energy for March, and these are new beginnings. I just really feel like it's planting, like this is garden. It's planting new seeds. It's planting that corn seed and watching it kernel and watching it grow, right? And here with the 6 of Wands, I also feel that we have sweet corn. There's going to be sweet success to these wishes and dreams that you have for yourself that you want to bring through. Now, you're going to know what that is for you. For everyone, it's going to be different. One, it's come right out here. Maybe it's love, and that could be for the majority of you. I don't know. But call on your ancestors for help. And one of the things that we have to remember too is our ancestors, it has family, survival, death, worship. I really feel with the ancestors, you have to remember that your ancestors aren't just the ones that you remember, okay? They're not just the ones that you can remember as far back, maybe your grandparents, your great-grandparents, right? It goes back for centuries, your ancestors, from the beginning of time, that family line that you come from. So I know for a lot of people, and I had seen this actually in another reading, and I can't remember who had done it, but I am going to borrow this analogy because I think it's perfect. Sometimes ancestors in a tarot reading can be triggering because for some people, going back to parents, grandparents, great-grandparents, it may not have been loving and supportive and good for you. They may not have been for your highest good, that group of people, but they're still your ancestors. Maybe you, and so you don't feel like that's not who I want to call upon. Now, we have to remember their way on earth is different than them in spirit, okay? However, there is still that wounding, and for some people, that's hard to get past. So maybe go back and try to connect with your ancestors from 2 centuries ago. Okay, whatever it may be to help you, they're there to help you. It doesn't matter how old they are or how long what era they're coming from, or I don't know what century they're coming from. It doesn't matter. And that's coming into me and they're kind of laughing. It's like, we don't have time. You know what? It's like we're here with you. We've been here with you all along. You know who we are already. You just need to remember who we are and call upon us. So I think that's a very interesting message. And to have the courage, I want to say, to dream, to go inside, to do some inner focus, self-reflection, trust your intuition. That takes courage. Not everyone trusts that easily. So just know, and I think it's motherwort, which just the word mother is just, like nurture yourself through this. And to know that you are free to make your wishes come true. And we've got good morning, the world's waiting. It's almost like everybody's waiting for the seeds to be planted. Your ancestors are waiting. It's like when you wake up, they're like, all right, let's get going. What can we do? That's just kind of the feeling I'm getting for this. It's very energetic and it's very positive. Whether your immediate group of ancestors here on earth that you remember were a positive impact or a positive force in your life, that doesn't matter. They're now in spirit and they can be, or like I said, if you're still uncomfortable with that, go back a few generations, decades, centuries, whatever it may be, okay? But I think that is kind of the main message that I'm getting here, is just knowing that you have everything it takes inside of you. Just waking up and breathing in the morning is what it takes, and a mindset, right, for you to be able to go in and create those, or to take those dreams, I guess, and create what it is that you want. Ooh, the sun went down there and it got kind of dark all of a sudden in here. Sorry, I had the beautiful sun coming in and lighting my table for the most part. So let me get into the oracle card, or sorry, the tarot. Let me just pull some tarot here and see what the tarot has for you for further confirmation. Oh, okay. This is too many, so I'm going to put these back. However, this one did come out, death. We know what that is, death and rebirth. Okay, 10 of Pentacles. Again, it's coming in. I'm going to put it over here with the 10 of Wands. You will see success from this. And if it is a relationship, look, it's a happy family, baby, dogs, cats, children, everything. But if it's not a family for you and it's other dreams and wishes that you have that you're going to be manifesting to come true, then just know with the 6 of Wands and the 10 of Pentacles, it's going to happen. And it's going to be a true transformation for you. I think it's going to change your life, right? So let's just see. Ooh, the cards want to come out. Usually I have to flip through them, but okay. And there's another. Today they're just coming up. The sun. You guys, we can't make this up. Look, you need sun to grow the corn. I mean, it just, you know, the sun rising in the morning. But also here, maiden, mother, and crone. But we just have that again, 19, it's a 10. It's an ending. It's all going to end well. Whatever it is that you want to bring in for your wishes and manifestations. And remember, it's going to take time because our timing isn't their timing. The ancestors even alluded to that, right? Time doesn't matter. It does for us as humans, but we just have to kind of get over that a little bit, I want to say, and kind of move on to everything will happen when it's supposed to happen. Oh, and something else I just noticed here. Look at this card. She's waking up, but like with the window open, but in a sea of water with fish. And I see, and it all ties into this work with the water element. Really feel your way through this, I think, is a good message, something to say. Let's get another tarot here. And then I'm going to go to another tarot deck that actually has messages attached, and I like to just read the book off of them. Some decks I like to do that because the messages are so great. So let's just see, is there anything else here that needs to come out? Yes. Okay, seriously, the 4 of Wands. I can't. All right, pile 1. I mean, I don't know if you're excited, but I wish that if I was picking right now, pile 1 was my pile. That's just, you know what, again, wishes coming true, celebration. For some, it's marriage. The 4 of Wands can refer to marriage, and we do have a card here about finding your true love. So interesting. Okay, let's get, this is the deck that I like to get a card from. Oh, or 2, because 2 come out. And I just want to go in and let's see. We have the Emperor. Oh, so maybe that's your love. All right, maybe it's an Aries coming in for you. I don't know. Any sign's fine, but it is the Emperor with hemlock. And then we have the Tower, mushroom. Okay, again, changes, right? The fact that you had the Death card and the Tower come out, it just tells me something needs to come tumbling down in your life in order to be built back up, which is giving you that death and rebirth, that transformation. Okay. And with mushrooms, we know what they say about mushrooms, or, you know, you're like a mushroom, you're kept in the dark and fed crap, right? But for whatever reason, that came to me because I think it may feel dark, right? You may feel like you're in the dark for a moment. And maybe that's why you're getting this message. I am free to make my wishes come true, because maybe you have felt that it's not even an option for you. Well, no, it is. Okay, so I just want to look at this Emperor and Tower card, okay? Because look, they're major arcana, which is a great thing. You have like 4 major arcanas, and then every other minor is positive, right? So it's, I mean, this is a beautiful reading. Okay, let me get in here and see. So we have the Tower. This is what I want to read to you. Let tragedy nourish the soil of rebirth. We were talking, right? It's rebirth, death and rebirth. Let tragedy nourish the soil of rebirth. Everything is food for growth. Be liberated by your acceptance of profound change. Okay, and then we have the Emperor card, and I just want to read that to you too before we go. Build strong boundaries. A sturdy structure supports abundant growth. Own your authority. Oh my God. Okay, I love that, because we were talking about the 4s in here. It was a 4 here and a 4 here, and we were talking about that stability, foundation, structure, right? It could have to do with home, or it could just be building that solid structure and foundation for yourself. So for some of you, just given these messages, because I believe that the cards that come out for a reason. I read out of the book for a reason. So for some of you, maybe you're coming out of a difficult time. Maybe you've had the Tower moment. Maybe it's time for death and rebirth, and this is your new start to start making your wishes and dreams come true. Pile 1, I wish you all the best with that. Now remember, I said I was going to pull this last oracle card, because that's what I had for you to choose at the beginning. Focus. That's right. Focus. Okay, and that is a 22, which is a master number, and I associate it with building things and creating things, right? Bringing your dreams to reality. So this is a beautiful reading for you, Pile 1. I am so happy for you. I will see you next month. Enjoy March. Hi, Pile 2, and all of you who chose this Unakite heart, welcome, or this card, actually. I'm saving this for the end as an overall ending energy, okay? So I'm going to put this over when I pull the live tarot. Welcome to your March overall energy reading. So I will get right to it. We have oracle cards here, and we have overall energy. So let me get to that first. Happy Poppet, I am enough. Okay. Star, the silver energy of the star brings good luck and serendipity. And 2 of Cups. Okay. All right, let me get out the oracles here. We have Memory. We have Bridget. Oops, I just kind of have that there. I have that there so I know where my edge is. We have Bridget, and we have Guidance. Interesting, Bridget's coming out, and like I said, this is an overall March energy, but of course I associate March always for St. Patrick's Day, right? And some of my Irish heritage I celebrate. So let's take a look here. What do we have? Whew. Well, right away we see 2 of Cups, which I can see in different ways, but I'm going to go right now just looking at this with love. I see fertility, and I see Bridget, and I think, okay, maybe for some of you, Pile 2, this is a message that you are going to meet, or you have met your true love, your partner, and you are going to be having a baby. Okay. We have Bridget here. She's the mother of fertility, the goddess. So, and we have sacred milk. I mean, okay. And just the fact that this is the red card, I almost think that this is Bridget also being portrayed in this card as well. And we have sevens, and sevens are like wisdom and spirituality and nurturing and growing, right? So I feel for some of you, that is the message. Overall energy, I am enough, meaning maybe for some of you, you've been questioning, can I be a parent? Can I be a mother? What, am I ready for this? Is it my time? This would be a message, yes. This would be your ancestors, your spirit guides, your angels, whomever it is that you call upon, the universe, God, source, telling you yes. This would be a message if this is something you've been questioning. Definitely. For some of you, it maybe it's been, is it time now? You are already sure that this is what you want to do. Again, I think this is a message saying yes, but there are also other messages in here too. So let's take a look at them. But I think for some of you, I just had to get that right off the top because these cards are just like boom, 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 right? Okay. I also want to say for some of you, I feel that this is about I am enough. And I just looked and I saw Leo and the sun here and memory. And I want to say, and I'm not sure if that's like a book of shadows or I may have the wrong name for it, but I'm going to say there's definitely whatever's written in there. It's important. I feel stupid that I don't know what it is, but I really don't. But what I want to say is that it's time for you to remember again who you are. The universe, I had my universe message back in February, I believe it is February, about the universe wants you, and here's the universe again, right? We're all just stardust, wanting you to remember who you are. Go back into your ancestry. But once you remember, I feel like with I am enough, I'm getting two kind of messages for this. One is for maybe those who don't feel that you're enough, that you feel hidden away, that you don't feel that you can show your true self, that you can't let your star shine brightly, that there is no good luck or even love in your life. Okay, I'm going to go down. I feel like this is saying, but you are enough. And until you understand that you are enough for yourself, it's going to be hard to feel or believe anything else about yourself. I hope that made sense. It's for you to believe in yourself, okay? Because you are stardust. And I see Saturn here, and Saturn makes me think of lessons, right? Saturn, he's the taskmaster, the school principal, the high school principal. He's kind of a hard ass at times, but we are here to learn lessons, and maybe for you, it's learning that you are enough. Okay. And then for some of you, I feel pile two, like you're a mixed bag here. I feel like there's just little bits for everyone. The other thing that I want to say is, Bridget is a leader, right? Okay. And the Two of Cups is about, it can also be about, maybe it's not a love interest, like I said in the beginning, where it could be your partner and you're going to have children, you're married, whatever it is. But I also think it's about meeting up with the right group of people. And maybe once you remember who you are, you're going to find the right group of people in your life. You're going to attract them in. You will be attracted to them once you're okay with who you are. And we have guidance here and sage. And maybe for some of you, like I just feel like this one, sorry, the sun's coming in on the cards. I hope it's not too off-putting here. But I want to also say that I just feel like maybe for some of you, because there's a lighthouse here, and there's like a sun around this flower, and we have the sun here again. And once you are standing in your power, knowing that you're enough, you are going to be like a beacon, okay? Like a beacon to others. And like I said, I was talking about drawing people in, and maybe you're going to be a beacon to draw your own group in, your own type of people. Because maybe the people you're with right now they could be great. They could be good friends. They could be companions, whatever it is. But you just aren't feeling that, I'm going to say, spiritual connection to them. Okay, you're not connected to them on a spiritual level. And there are people like that in our lives that you just feel drawn to. And it doesn't have to be in a romantic way, right? It can be, or it can be friendship. It can be kindred spirits. Anne of Green Gables used to talk about her kindred spirits. There are those people that you're drawn to, they're drawn to you, and you're like two peas in a pod, and you get along wonderfully, right? So, it could be that for some of you, right? And you're gonna pull them in. You're going to attract them, but they're also going to be attracted to you, because now your sun is shining. You're shining brightly. But I think that's it for main messages pile 2. There were a few different ones in there, but I like it when that happens, because I feel that whoever has chosen pile 2, again, the cards come out for a reason, and that's the message that you needed to hear, or different messages for different people that were coming in because they were attracted to that crystal, or the card that I had out for it. So I just want to see if there's anything else. I keep looking at this guidance, and I want to say maybe you will be a guiding force for others once you step into that. Because when you step into your power and knowing that you're enough, good luck is going to come your way, right? There are going to be a lot of serendipitous moments in your life for whatever reason, and maybe that's how it all happens. Again, it's different for everyone, so we'll have to wait and see. Feel free to put a comment in. But moving on, I'm going to pull some tarot here, and let's just see what we have for confirmation, clarification, or additional guidance for March energy. What do your ancestors, your spirit guides, the universe, God, source, whomever it is you call upon for source? Okay, look, we had 2 come out. We have the 2 of Cups again. Okay, you are definitely, if it's not a soulmate, or like a love interest, you're definitely going to be, and the fact that I just kind of put it right over here with that, I didn't even think about that. I just said it there, right? That you're going to attract that into your life. We also have the Knight of Wands. Oh, well, the Knight of Wands is sometimes bringing in a little passion. So it could be about a relationship. If it's not for you, it could just be that fiery energy of creativity, right? It's that fast moving energy that wants, it's ambitious, but it wants you to achieve your goals. It wants you to stand out in the sun and to be who you are and standing in your power. Yeah. And it's creative and inspiring. And maybe that's the group of people that you're bringing into your life for some of you, right? Okay, let's get another here. Is there anything else? Oh, too many. I'll take the top one though. Okay. The King of Swords. The King of Swords standing in his power, confident in who he is, confident in what he says, confident in taking action, confident in how smart he is or his intellect. And it doesn't have to necessarily be a man. I'm just looking at the card, right? Maybe it's intelligent people. Maybe it's a King of Swords that you're attracting in, that energy. Maybe it's a Knight of Wands you're attracting in. Maybe this is what you're attracted to, that intellect. King of Swords can sometimes be a little cool. Let's just, we'll address that. They can be a little cool, but it doesn't mean that they don't have passion or that they are incapable of love or relationships. It's just sometimes they can come off a little cool, and that's okay. You have to look at it. For you, I think what this message is, though, is you being attracted to that intellect, to that standing in your power, just like, I know. I just know. That's what's coming in. Now, let's get one more tarot card here. And this one here, I actually bring out the book because it has a wonderful little message for each card. So I just want to share that with you. And then we also need to look at that last oracle card too. Okay, again, I'll take the top one. There we go. Adalita of Earth. Okay, let's see what that is. Put a new spin on an old tradition. Ground your spirituality in practical ways. To honor your ancestors, honor their land. We talked about ancestors in pile 1 a lot. You may want to check that out. I'm just going to say that with this ancestors card. But the other thing that I want to say is don't be timid to call upon your ancestors. We have Bridget here, but also your ancestors to maybe help you if it is marriage, baby, relationship that you're working towards and you need answers on. Also, to stand your ground and know, right? Ground your spirituality in practical ways. But I also just want to say, stand your ground and know that you are enough. I also want to say that with this Adalita of Earth, you're also going back again, honoring your ancestors. And maybe that's what this is. In this book, it is written about your ancestors. And these are memories that you may not have, but they're memories of others because they've written about them. And you need to go back in and read about that to really connect with your ancestry. Again, just the fact that this is coming up in March, I find quite interesting that we have Bridget and we're talking ancestry and that Celtic energy. I don't know. Okay. But that's the message that comes with that card. So I'm going to leave that there. And then finally, for the overall energy now, as we're ending, we have leadership. We have Libra. We have Gemini. And Earth again. We have that green. So remember back here when I was talking about guidance, maybe you're going to be giving guidance to people or they to you. Maybe with this leadership card, you're going to be taking on a leadership role here when it comes to finding this new group of friends, like I said, that are like-minded. But also, maybe you're going to be taking on the leadership role in the group, yes, that you're attracting in, but also maybe even in the relationship. Well, no, I think it should be equal, but maybe it means you're going to take the initiative. I don't know, to ask someone out on that date, or to speak to that person that you see all the time that you're attracted to. I'm not sure. With Libra, you know, it's all about the other. And Gemini is like the twins. So I want to say, maybe that's it with your King of Swords, right? I said, you know, just standing, again, this is I am enough, standing in your power, shining bright like the sun, shining bright like a star. Maybe you're a leader as well, and the two of you together are going to be like the King and Queen of Swords. Very interesting pile too. That there were messages all over the place there, but in the end, I think it all does kind of in for 2 or 3 different ways tie together. Or at least there were 2 to 3 messages for different people. So thank you very much. Enjoy your March, and I will see you next month. Hi, pile 3, and those of you who chose this African Bloodstone heart for your crystal, or if you chose this card, I'm going to set this over with my tarot cards that I'm going to pull live at the end, because I want to see what the overall ending energy of the reading is, okay? So we're going to save that till later. Right now, let's take a look at your overall energy. We have the Tree of Life. We have, oops, I like this one at the top. Every day things get better, okay? The Tree of Life and the Queen of Pentacles. Ooh, so for that overall energy, I'm kind of thinking that you have made a change, or you're in the process of making a change. You want to make a change. And I love that the Tree of Life is here, because it's saying true wisdom and making good choices in life. And maybe that is why every day is getting better for you, pile 3, because you've started making better choices in your life. You're aiming for this Queen of Pentacles energy. And what can I tell you about the Queen of Pentacles energy? She's helpful, okay? She's very practical. So I want to say no nonsense, right? Like everything will be done in a practical, grounded way. I said that she's helpful. She provides. She has wealth, I think, in knowledge and monetarily. I think she's not afraid to work and to get her hands dirty if she needs to. Okay, so that's what I'm going to say. Maybe that's the energy you're striving for. And again, it doesn't have to be feminine. It's just the energy, right? And there's a woman on the card, but I mean, it can be, you can be a masculine and listening to this reading and feeling that you want that energy too, right? Okay, let's get into the oracles and see what else we have here. Okay. I'm sorry, I like to lay them out the way I lay them out in each reading. So, okay, let's get this. We have continuance, we have Burning Man, we have balance, we have escapist, and good cheer. What am I also seeing? Capricorn energy here. Well, it would make sense with this continuance, and I see Capricorn here, right? With the Capricorn energy, what I want to say, it's like, well, I see seeds here, so I'm going to say it's planting seeds, which comes up to the 7. We'll get into that in a minute. But with the Capricorn, it's that wisdom and making good choices. That's what a Capricorn energy would want to do. Make the best choice for what it is that they're doing. And it sometimes can be a little bit of a stickler, ruled by Saturn, right? Can be a little bit of a stickler when it comes to, you know, learning lessons and doing what's best and wanting what's best for yourself. But I think that's the energy you need to take on to reach this Queen of Pentacles. Day things get better because I'm making better choices. I'm really working. That's another thing about Capricorn too, right? It's a good work ethic. That's what I feel. And with the 7, I was talking about 7, right? It's wisdom, okay? It's choices, making the choice. It's kind of like planting seeds and nurturing and watching something grow. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling that is tying into here quite well. But the other card that I love about this 2 pile 3, and there could be multiple messages in here too, is finding the balance as you're doing this, okay? Where sometimes Capricorns can get too focused and too determined and have a one-track mind, which is straight ahead, forge ahead, mow over whoever may be in the way. And this isn't all Capricorns, but it can be the energy. This is saying, that's great, passion flower, but you have to find balance. And it can't just all be about the hard work. It has to come from a place of passion as well. And I think that's the wisdom of making good choices, is you're combining, it's balance, right? You're combining that work ethic and that determination with the passion. You have to have a passion for what it is that you want, for what it is that you want to change in your life to make your life better. And then with this escapist, reminding me of Pisces energy, it's coming home to yourself. Oh, so, right? It's coming. Yeah, okay, I'm liking that. All right. So I'm going to say it's coming home to yourself and no longer allowing yourself. I want to say pile 3 for some of you. I feel like this may have been, you may have been lost, and it could be in any way. I don't know how it will be for each one of you, but you may have been lost on a path somewhere, okay? And this is you choosing, okay? Choosing a 5 to make a change in your life for the better, to no longer escape within yourself, to withdraw from other people, to fall prey, say, to any kind of addictive energy. You want to come home for yourself and be the best person that you can be, right? You want to be this Queen of Pentacles energy. And just the fact that we have another 7 here. So I don't know why I said that was a 7. A 6 and a 2 is an 8. That's so funny. Okay, but for whatever reason in my mind, it was a 7. It's so funny how things like that happen. I'm going to go back to that now. But here we have a 7, good cheer, right? It's finding happiness in what it is that you're doing. It's looking at each step that you take to make things better and reflecting back upon it and being happy. And I want to say, just even in this card as well, being proud of yourself for where you are now, from where it is that you've come from, okay? That you've continued on, that you've continued growing. Oh, I know, it was the planting seeds that made me think of the 7. I was like, why did I look at that card and see a 7? But planting seeds. But again, we have 8s here. And I was talking about Capricorn, determination, hard work, right? Putting the work in, work ethic, making things happen. And then we have the Burning Man card, which is the same kind of energy. But here we're talking collective power, supreme prayer, 3 of Cups, celebration. Maybe it is tapping into that collective energy. Why do I want to say, don't they have Burning Man concerts or Burning Man happens? I really don't know. But there is a Burning Man thing that happens, and it's like a group of people. So whether it's music, I don't know if it's music or what exactly it is. how it happens. I'm not going to look it up. I'll look it up after. But that is like collective energy. So maybe it's tapping in like that. But it is celebration too, right? It's that Three of Cups, people working together. And for you, pile 3, it may be you working with, well, I'm going to say mind, body, and spirit, right? Everything working together as one, making the good choices. I feel like that's your overall energy here, is just really, it's working on yourself. But I feel like it's pulling yourself out of somewhere that was not a happy place to be. That's what I want to say. But it's going to turn into a happy place to be. And I think that with this Capricorn energy here, you really... Oh, interesting. So it's almost like we have Capricorn energy here, Pisces energy here. We have down here, we have some water, we have some earth. It's finding the balance in all of it to really make the best decisions that are for your highest good and moving forward. With kind heart and humor free, may good cheer rule, so mote it be. Yeah, to kind of get into a happy place, a place where you are happy. Okay, let me pull the tarot here and see what else the tarot has to say for you, pile 3. I love this message, okay? First card, we have 8 of Wands. Oh, okay, I'm just going to leave that. I'm going to get a few more out here because that's just another. So we have triple 8s here. All right. Okay. And then we have the High Priestess, love, okay, which I think is just tying into this and into the Burning Man. Okay. Anything else? I usually like to get, oh, and I was going to say 3. Oh, that's too many. I can't. Okay, can we get one more? There we go. And the King of Cups. Okay. So what I want to say that I find very interesting, that the 8 of Wands. Now, on this 8 of Wands, a little different than in the original tarot where they are like aimed with purpose, okay? And that's the way I think that you're working here, especially sitting under this Capricorn energy. But what we know about 8s, it is movement. It is moving forward. And I want to say that in this case where I said I think you're coming from energy that maybe wasn't so, or a situation that wasn't so happy or a happy place to be, you were spending a lot of time trying to escape from it. This chaos, these sticks just flying through the air, that's coming to an end. That's what I want to say with that, because you are now going to be able to tap in to your higher self. You are going to be able to tap into your intuition, into your intellect, into your creativity, into your sensitivities, and you are going to know exactly what it is and how it is that you are going to reach this Queen of Pentacles. And it is by making good choices. But you can rely on your intuition to take you there. And with the King of Cups, same thing. This is showing an emotionally balanced person. So I like this. We have a Queen of Pentacles. We have a King of Cups. So we have someone that's grounded energy in earth. And we have someone who's grounded energy in emotion. And we were talking about finding balance, right? So I love that message. Now I'm going to pull one more oracle and then, one more tarot. And I actually read from the book on this because there's a good, and that one came right out. So speaking of water, we have the, oh my heavens, the names. Curandera of water, seaweed. Okay, I'm just going to put it right here and go and tell you what the message is for that. Oh, is that like oh, that's like the King of Cups. The curandera is the king, okay, or the father, maybe. All right. So I need cups though. Don't live in the shallows, live in the depths. Strengthen your bones in the ocean's ebb and flow. Rock gently on water. Heed the sirens, or the siren's song. Yes. Okay. It's the King of Cups coming out again. It's talking again about finding that balance, finding that peace, being happy with who you are, emotionally balanced. You don't have too much of one and not enough of the other, right? It's balancing that air. It's balancing the fire. It's balancing the water, and it's balancing the earth. And then overall energy card for the ending, we have songbirds. Oh, it's an 11. Hexbreaker, sound healing, final goodbye, release. I almost want to point like it's up here, right? You are letting that go. You're letting this energy go. You're coming home to yourself. You're not going to be inhabiting a space temporarily that isn't really yours because you just don't want to be in the space that is yours. You're going to release that and let it go. Okay, pile 3, that is your message. I love it. I really wish you a wonderful March, and I thank you for being with me, and I will see you next month.